It was just past 2 a.m. when I saw the man in my rearview mirror sitting perfectly still in the back seat. But when I turned around, the car was empty. I drive for a rideshare company in a mid-sized city where most of my shifts start around 9 p.m. and go until dawn. Night drivers get the weird ones, drunks, creeps, lonely people who want to talk too much, but I'd gotten used to it. I liked the quiet moments between pickups. The city at night feels different, slower, darker in ways the streetlights can't quite fix. That night, I was just finishing a run near the outskirts of town when I got a ping to pick someone up from a neighborhood I didn't recognize. The name on the app was just Marcus, and the pin was dropped in front of a row of older houses. It's mostly dark, except for one with a porch light flickering like it was about to go out. I pulled up to the curb and tapped arrived. No one came out. Sometimes people take a while, so I waited. A few minutes passed, sent a message. Here for Marcus. No reply. I was just about to cancel when the back door opened and shut. I didn't see anyone walking up. I glanced in the rear view, but I couldn't make out much. The back seat was dim, the cabin lights still off, just a shape. A figure. Hey, I said. You Marcus? No answer. I waited a beat, then asked again. Marcus. Still nothing. I turned slightly in my seat, just enough to get a better look, but the back seat looked empty, confused. I flicked on the dome light and turned fully around. No one was there. I laughed under my breath, uneasy. Maybe I imagined the door. Maybe I left it unlocked earlier and it had just bounced shut in the wind. Then I saw it, the buckle. The seat belt on the passenger side was clicked in. I hadn't had a rider all night sit on that side. Not once. I slowly turned off the dome light and looked back at the rearview mirror. He was there. A man. Mid-30s, maybe. Pale face. Eyes locked on mine. Expressionless. He wasn't breathing heavy or fidgeting like a drunk or junkie he was, just watching me. His mouth moved slightly like he was whispering, but I couldn't hear a word. I whipped around again, nothing. Seatbelt was still buckled. I was done. My hand shot for the lock, opened the door, and I stepped out into the street. Cold air slapped me across the face. I looked around. The porch light was still flickering. The neighborhood was dead silent. I walked a few feet away from the car, trying to get my head straight. I'm not someone who sees things. I don't spook easy. I've worked security, done graveyard shifts at gas stations. I've seen my share of weird, but this felt wrong. It's not like a mistake, not like a shadow playing tricks. This felt intentional. After a couple minutes, I forced myself back into the driver's seat. The back seat was still empty. The buckle was unlatched now. I hadn't heard it click. I locked all the doors, put the car in drive, and peeled out of that neighborhood without accepting another ride. I just wanted to go home. But the mirror, he kept appearing, not constantly, not even consistently, just every few minutes. I'd glance up and catch a glimpse of him again, always in the same spot. Still staring, then nothing. No sound, no movement, just gone again. At one point, I even pulled into a gas station, got out, and searched the entire car with a flashlight. Under the seats, trunk, everything. It was empty. But as I got back in and turned the key, the radio, which I never used, turned on by itself. Static. Just hissing white noise. I turned it off immediately. Then I noticed the passenger mirror had tilted downward, pointed toward the road. I never moved that mirror. Never. I was almost home when I hit a red light and glanced one last time into the rear view. He was smiling, that same dead expression, just with the faintest curl at the edges of his mouth. His head tilted slightly like he was leaning in closer. And then he raised his hand and knocked. 3 soft taps, tap, tap, tap from inside the mirror, the glass, the mirror itself. I didn't look back. I couldn't. I drove home, parked, left the car locked in the driveway, and went inside without looking back once. I haven't driven since. Sometimes when I'm brushing my teeth at night and catch my reflection in the bathroom mirror. I swear there is a second pair of eyes, just behind mine, watching me from the back seat of a car I'm no longer in.